And what's going on in America today? What's going on in the United States of America? Well, what's going on today is actually it's a big mistake by Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney really was such a lousy candidate for president, just like McCain. So we're really giving the Democrats, we're just rolling over and letting them elect their presidents. You know, the only guy that we've elected that had guts, and he fought against Republicans first, Democrats, the ignorant mass. That's where Mitt Romney made a mistake, because Mitt Romney said, well, 47% of the people, blah, blah, blah. You were wrong, Mitt Romney. 70%. 70% of the people are ignorant. They speak from assumption. They don't inform themselves. This is what's going wrong with the nation. What's going wrong with the nation is that now we have a bunch of many illiterates sitting in Congress. We have no statements, no legislators. We have no administrators. What we have is a bunch of people trying to collect $250,000 a year that we pay these people in salaries and benefits and everything else, plus everything else they can steal underhanded, on the side, the backside, the low side, and everything else. You know, and all the businesses that they make, from McConnell to Biden to everyone. Feinstein was a spy for 20 years. The Clintons with a help for the earthquake in Haiti, the Whitewater Bank, everything else. A bunch of crooks, corrupts. That's what we got sitting there. And that's the result. That's what the country is looking at. That's why what's happening in the United States. You know, what's happening in the United States, we had an opportunity with Trump. You know, we had an opportunity to reverse some of the damage. But now here comes senile Biden, okay, which is, you know, he's a bandit, you know, sits there, you know, he's a choreographed president because, you know, you got all the other crook, corrupts, and so on that have been hanging around for years like him, and they all, his handlers. So he sits there, hating Trump with the rest of them, and then what happens? What happens? Sitting there with the rest of them, what happens? Well, he sits there, gets a bunch of cheap pens, and then he gets a stack of presidential resolutions. I mean, a resolution for the president that he's not, and starts signing off. What about, who has he asked? Have we, does he know how the country feels? What did Biden ever do for prison reform? He voted against desegregation. He voted against desegregation, Bossy. Ask Kamala Harris, who is another corrupt, you know? And he voted for, he wrote and sponsored the crime bill that imprisoned an extra 3-4 million black people with unjust long sentences for minor drug crimes and things. You know, please, come on. And now we got them sitting there. We reward him. Biden is part of the legacy of those who were part of the Confederate Army, founders of the Ku Klux Klan, who fought against Frederick Douglass and Lincoln and the Union Army against emancipation of the slaves. That's Biden's legacy. And you're taking down the monuments in the parks, and you're running around and you vote, you put Biden 47 years in Congress, depleting, living off the taxpayers. He's never had an honest job, this guy. Now we condecorate him and make him president of this great nation. Garbage. That's why the nation is going to trash. And you know what's going to happen with all of this undocumented? They're going to pray to be able to go back to their nation once Biden and the rest of all this garbage sewer rats and cockroaches, finish their agenda like AOC. She's such an ignorant. Instead of lifting up the people in her district with higher paying trained jobs in technology, $150,000 a year, and what she done, she annihilated opportunity for her district for better housing, health, education, and job training, economic development, because she wants to be a globalist. She wants to be a know-it-all. She thinks she goes down to the border one day and then, the kids are drinking water from the toilet. AOC, come on, man, go back to behind the bar. What the hell do you know about immigration? You just got here the other day. You know nothing. That's another one. You want to talk to me? Call me up. You got my number. Garbage.